Close your eyes for a moment, dear Aries. There are nights when the sky grows so still you can nearly hear the heartbeat of the universe, like a distant whisper calling your name. In that hush, can you feel it? A current of energy moving toward you, carrying both mystery and light. What's about to unfold is not by accident. It's like a sudden warm wind sweeping across a sleeping field, waking each blade of grass, rousing every flower. And at the center of that wind is you. Aries, do not rush to worry. This time, what's coming is not meant to tear you down, but to lift you up. It is the universe echoing back, a sign that the truth about you is about to come into the light. So let me tell you a story about the first wave of energy rising now, and about a hot rumor making its way to you, placing you at the very epicenter of a new journey. My dear Aries, I feel a vibration moving toward you, a subtle wave, yet powerful and insistent, weaving its way through the atmosphere of your life. It's like stepping into a room where no one says a word, yet you can feel the air shifting. A hot rumor is heading your way, but pause for a breath. Feel this moment, because what's coming is not meant to tear you down, not meant to fill your heart with worry. Instead, it is a doorway opening so that the light of truth can reach you, so the essence of who you really are can finally be revealed. Aries, sometimes the universe chooses unexpected paths to send us its messages. A dream, a chance encounter, a single word from a stranger, and sometimes the universe sends us a rumor. I know the word rumor often makes us shrink back, carrying with it the weight of fear or unease. But in this moment, the rumor is not distortion, not poison, not malice. It is like an underground river, whispering as it moves through the cracks of the earth, announcing that the season of rain has arrived. It comes to stir you, to move you, to let you see yourself in a mirror being held up by the eyes of others. When we are young, we often care too much about what people say about us. We fear it, get angry at it, or feel hurt by it. But with time, I've learned the real question isn't whether people are talking. It's what truth is being revealed behind those words. Some rumors carry toxins, but some rumors are like dawn. At first they may dazzle your eyes, even blind you for a moment, but soon they show you the vast horizon opening before you. And in this moment, Aries, you are standing at such a dawn. People are speaking your name. They are talking about you in rooms where you are not present. Not to mock, but to notice, to marvel, even to admire. And here is the key. What is being spoken is not invention. It is truth that has finally been seen, truth you may not yet have recognized in yourself. Let me share a perspective from my heart. In all my years of walking with people, I've noticed this. The greatest changes in life rarely come from grand plans. They come from a small, almost invisible moment. A look, a sentence spoken without preparation, a simple act you thought was nothing. But in those moments, the truest part of you emerges, unguarded, authentic. And it is precisely those moments that create waves. People begin to speak of you, and the universe uses those very words to whisper, "It is time for you to be seen." So what's the lesson? Do not let your heart grow heavy when you hear that someone is talking. Instead of asking, "What are they saying?" ask, "What truth about me is breaking through?" Maybe it's a strength you didn't realize you had. Maybe it's a courage you thought was ordinary, but that others see as extraordinary. Maybe it's the love you gave so naturally that someone else could never forget. The rumor is only a channel. What matters is the truth being carried through it. I know, Aries, you sometimes carry the fear of being misunderstood. You've exploded before, dared to walk your own path, and that has made you a subject of talk. But listen, your difference is not a burden. It is a signature. The universe did not create you, Aries, to shrink down into a small flame. You were born to burn bright. So let me ask you this. Have you ever lived through a moment when others were talking about you, and even though it startled you, your life shifted because of it? Maybe it was a compliment that spread quietly. Maybe a story told about you that traveled further than you knew. Maybe it was a truth about you that even you struggled to believe until you heard it spoken aloud. If you have lived through such a moment, I invite you to share it in the comments. Your story could become a light for someone else wandering in the dark. So this time, Aries, let the rumor not be a burden but an invitation. An invitation to open your heart, to stand tall, to show the world, "This is who I am." And this time, Aries, the rumor carries not harm but recognition. It is quietly reshaping how others see you and, more importantly, how you are beginning to see yourself. My dear Aries, Imagine a small seed falling into the soil. No one notices it. But when the rains arrive, it breaks open, pushing upward into a tender green shoot. Your life is often the same. A gesture that seemed insignificant, a word spoken in an unguarded moment, suddenly becomes the spark of something much larger. People notice, they whisper, they retell the story, and then something slips beyond your control, beyond your original intent, and begins to move. Recently, you've done something like this. Not part of a grand plan, not some carefully crafted design. Just a natural action, a simple truth spoken, a moment where you showed yourself without armor. And in that simplicity, the universe saw you. It was as if the spotlight suddenly turned on, shining directly on your true, unhidden self. I want you to remember this. The most authentic things often appear in the most ordinary ways. They don't need decoration. They don't need proof. Like sunlight pouring into a room at dawn, simple, quiet, yet powerful enough to warm the entire space. And I believe that moment for you, Aries, was exactly such a ray of light. Others saw it, and now it's being told again. Maybe you don't realize the weight of that moment. To you, it was nothing unusual, but for someone else, it left a lasting impression. They told the story to another and then to another until a new picture of you is being painted. Not the faded image of years past, but an Aries revealed through truth, not by your own defense, but through the way others have experienced you. In life, I've witnessed this again and again. Truth does not need to shout. It does not need to win an argument. It does not need to demand recognition. It only needs to be seen once, a single lingering glance, a quiet realization, I misunderstood them. And from that moment, everything changes. Here lies a deeply human lesson, Aries. Trust the quiet truth. Do not chase the noise of opinion. Do not exhaust yourself trying to control what others say. Let truth do its work. Let the most authentic parts of you shine on their own. Because real light does not strain to be acknowledged. It simply shines. Aries, if you've ever carried the heavy feeling of being misunderstood for years, and then, one day, unexpectedly, you were recognized for who you truly are, you understand this truth. Remember that moment. And if your heart allows, share it in the comments. This is a safe space for you to be heard, to tell your story, and perhaps let your story become a healing light for someone else. I can sense your unease. When rumors circle around you, fear may whisper, "What are they saying about me?" But I invite you to shift the question. What about me is being revealed through these words? And then, Aries, you will realize something profound. This rumor is not meant to wound you, but to help you see yourself more clearly. And slowly, it will dawn on you that this journey is not about silencing the whispers. It is about listening for the truth rising through them. A truth that not only touches you, but reaches those who once misunderstood you. It clears the air. It opens a new layer of light, one you've never walked into before, but now you are ready. Let this wave carry you. Don't resist. Don't shrink back. Allow your true self to emerge, even through unexpected words, because within them is a message sent straight from the universe. And now, Aries, as this light begins to spread, it does more than illuminate. It cuts through the old fog, dissolves the misunderstandings, and lifts away the shadows of judgment. People are beginning to see you differently. And perhaps more importantly, you are beginning to feel a change in the way you see yourself. In the hush of whispered talk, Aries, there were times you felt lost. Misleading stories, whether accidental or deliberate, wrapped you in thick veils. Your heart trembled beneath the weight of being misunderstood. You asked yourself quietly, does anyone truly see the real me? Then something miraculous happened. The rumors you feared would wound you became the first shafts of light that split the darkness. They are no longer wounds. They are turning into a salve, a gentle healing. Picture this, you standing in a dark room, walls hung with old, distorted portraits of you. Each canvas warped, each stroke misread your true nature. Others painted you through the lens of their prejudice. Now light pours in. Those paintings begin to fade. The fake colors wash away. And beneath them, your true image emerges, clear, vivid, whole. That is you, Aries, unedited, unbowed. I believe that when the light of truth shines, it does more than touch you. It reaches those who once misunderstood you. Truth has a rare power. It does not need to shout. It needs no weapon. Yet it can dissolve the very walls built from misperception. And when those walls fall, it frees them as much as it frees you from the darkness of error. Feel this deeply, Aries. Your heart was hurt by gossip. It bled under wrongful judgment. But today, those same rumors return in another form. They carry light. They are no longer knives. They are a gentle hand over the wound, closing it slowly. You endured. Now you are being healed. The lesson is simple and it is precious. Let truth do its work. You do not need to rush to defend yourself. You do not need to argue to prove your worth. Time will show. Energy will show. And the universe, with its quiet, mysterious ways, always finds a path to bring truth back. Remember, light never needs to fight to be seen. It simply exists. And when the hour comes, it radiates on its own. Perhaps these rumors will surprise you. You will watch them cut through the dark clouds of the past, erasing the prejudices that once weighed on your shoulders. And you will notice something strange. Those very words that once might have hurt you now help to heal you. Life has such cycles where darkness becomes light and hurt becomes strength. Aries, if you hear this and feel a tremor in your chest, acknowledge it. That stirring is your soul agreeing. If you are truly ready to step into your light, write in the comments, "Truth revealed." Do not type it as a throwaway phrase. Type it as a declaration, "I am ready for my full light." When you write it, you do more than speak to the community. You send a signal into the universe. Let your heart settle in this moment. Feel the relief as the burden lifts. Feel the widening as light pours into every dark corner. This is no coincidence. This is a gift. This is the universe returning justice to you after long days of being misunderstood. But Aries, the journey does not end here. This light does not only come from strangers. Sometimes it arrives from very near, from a person of power who has quietly stood with you. And soon you will recognize them, a strong ally who has used their voice to protect you, to honor you. My dear Aries, there is a truth the universe longs for you to hear right now. As you've been walking your path, sometimes tired, sometimes lonely, there has been an unseen gaze following you, a voice speaking your name in places you never expected. Not in the noise of meaningless chatter, but in spaces where people truly listen, where decisions are made, where doors can open for someone worthy. And there, Aries, someone is standing for you. This person carries influence, carries weight. And they have chosen to use their voice not for themselves but for you, to defend you, to lift you up, to affirm your worth. The miracle is, you may not even remember why. To you, it might have been a simple moment, a small act, a smile offered without thought, a word of kindness in an ordinary instant. But to them, that moment pierced deep into their spirit and left an imprint that has never faded. And now, they are returning that gift by standing up for you in places where you have not yet set foot. Let me share something from my own journey. We often believe the small kindnesses we give are forgotten. A hand reaching out when someone falls, a gentle word when someone is losing faith, a look of encouragement when someone feels left behind. But the universe never forgets. Each act is recorded, not only in the heart of the one who received it, but in the current of destiny itself. And then, at an unexpected moment, those seeds sprout, they blossom, and you are sheltered beneath the shade of what you once sowed. Here lies a lesson I believe every soul should carry. The power of kindness and truth cannot be measured. You never know how far a small gesture can go in changing the direction of another's life. It might become the reason they keep walking. It might become the memory they cling to, a lantern in their darkest night. And sometimes, that memory becomes the reason they later stand as your ally when you need it most. Aries, picture this. Someone is speaking your name with reverence. They are telling of your gifts, of the light within you, of the qualities you yourself may have overlooked. And in their voice is urgency, as if they want the whole world to see what they once saw in you. That very voice is planting seeds for your future. They are placing you into conversations, into visions, into rooms you never imagined you could enter. If right now you feel that stirring in your chest, pause for a moment. Think back. Was there ever a time you offered something genuine, unconditional, and then forgot about it, but the other person never did? Perhaps that is the invisible thread binding you to this hidden ally. Aries, share that story. Has there ever been a moment when your words, your presence, your kindness shifted someone's path? Tell it. Because when you tell it, you will see just how powerful your presence has always been. And when you share it with this community, your story might become the light someone else is searching for tonight. Feel this clearly. Aries, you are not alone in this journey. There are allies you may not know by name, working quietly, opening doors, protecting your honor, speaking your name into the future. The The universe has orchestrated it this way. And when you look back, you'll see that every seed of kindness you planted has returned to you, multiplied, strengthened, unstoppable. And so, Aries, this brings us to a greater truth. For when your ally speaks, when the luminous rumor begins to spread, the wheel of fortune begins to turn. Your season of invisibility is ending, and a new cycle is beginning, where the light of recognition rises to meet you. My dear Aries, close your eyes for a moment and imagine the long road you've already walked. How many days have you worked in silence, planting seeds in the soil of your life, unseen by anyone? How many nights you sat alone, feeling the fire inside you, yet that fire was hidden beneath a heavy veil of darkness? And yes, there were times you wondered, do these efforts matter? Will the universe ever truly see me? But Aries, your time in the shadows was never meaningless. It was not wasted. It was not forgotten. It was preparation. Just as a seed must rest beneath the soil, taking root, gathering its strength before it breaks through into the light, you too were gathering yours. Every invisible moment, every unseen sacrifice, all of it was being stored like treasure by the universe. And when the wheel of destiny turns, it will lift you from the hidden into the seen, from silence into applause. Remember this, Aries, those quiet years are not the weakest part of your journey, they are the deepest, most authentic part of it. If you ever felt invisible in the eyes of others, trust this. You were never invisible to the universe. It was simply waiting for you to grow strong enough, brave enough to stand on your own stage. And now that moment is drawing near. Picture this, a crowded room where once you stood quietly in the corner. But this time the light finds you. It pours over you. And the voices around you shift, no longer empty whispers but recognition. Applause rises, not only for what you just did, but for the years you endured. Applause for your perseverance, your patience, your courage that no one saw but you carried all along. Here is my heart's perspective. Do not rush to be seen too soon. Do not compare your season to another's. Every soul has its own timing. Your winter may feel long, but it is the winter that makes your spring bloom brighter. Never forget, every hidden moment is an investment. And when your day of light comes, it will blaze with twice the power because it has been fed by your persistence in the dark. So Aries, if you can feel the wheel turning in your own life, claim it. Say it out loud. My moment is now. Write it down, not only as a reminder to yourself, but as a call to the universe. Because when you speak it, when you write it, you announce that you are ready. And the universe always answers a ready heart. Here is the point I want you to hold close. Silence does not last forever. It will one day be replaced by applause. Not hollow applause, but the true sound of honor for everything you have carried quietly, faithfully, patiently. And one day you will stand in that light, hear that sound echo around you, and know in your bones, every moment of waiting was worth it. And remember this, Aries, what you are stepping into is not just the light of recognition. Because the rumor moving around you now is not empty. It carries justice. It carries blessings. And it carries opportunities powerful enough to change your life forever. My dear Aries, have you ever sat alone in the stillness of night, asking yourself why all that you've given seems to vanish into nothing? You've helped, you've sacrificed, you've stood quietly in the shadows so that others could shine. And yet, so often you've received nothing in return but wounds, nothing but the ache of being forgotten. Perhaps you've wondered, are my efforts just grains of sand falling into the sea, lost, unremembered, unnamed? But tonight, I want you to pause and listen deeply. The rumor circling around you now is not some careless game of tongues. It is the mechanism of cosmic justice. It is the echo of everything you've sown returning to you. It is the steady drumbeat announcing that fairness has found its way back to you. Not the justice of courts, not words written on paper, but the justice of the heart, the justice of destiny. It is that moment when someone is finally seen for who they truly are and honored for what has always belonged to them. Imagine it, Aries. For years you walked through rooms where eyes slid past you, never stopping. Now, because of words being carried, because of energy rippling outward, those eyes turn back, and this time they linger. They see your persistence. They see your quiet strength. They see the heart that has always ached for humanity. And when they see, you'll feel the truth. None of it was wasted. Even old wounds, scarred and hardened, will soften as if a warm hand was finally placed over the skin that once bled. I believe this with all my soul. Everything you give finds its way back. No act of kindness is ever lost. No tear is ever meaningless. They are only waiting for the right season to return as a great rain, watering the garden of your longing. And this moment, Aries, is that season. What seems like fragile rumor is in fact the very path through which opportunities arrive. It is carrying recognition from voices you never expected to listen. It is opening new connections, new doors that lead not only to material abundance, but to deep fulfillment of the spirit. If you've ever doubted justice, Aries, here is your answer. Justice does not always sound like the hammer striking in a courtroom. Sometimes it comes in the way a stranger speaks your name with respect. Sometimes it shines in the proud eyes of someone who once dismissed you. Sometimes it arrives as an opportunity, a sudden invitation you never thought possible. The universe works this way, quietly, yet always fair. So here is the lesson for us all: keep giving. Every act of kindness is written into the invisible book of destiny, and when the timing is ripe, you will be repaid beyond measure. Like a river that never runs dry because the rains always return, life flows back to you in ways you could never predict. Aries, if your heart is resonating with these words, declare it boldly. Write in the comments, "I claim my power." Write it as a proclamation, as an act of alignment, that you are ready to receive both justice and blessing. Do not hold back. Every word you speak carries energy, and that energy calls back what is yours. And soon, Aries, you will see. This rumor is no longer an invisible wind. It has become a bridge connecting you to new opportunities, to the recognition you have waited for, to the deep relief of fairness returned. It is not only affirmation, it is preparation, because the universe does not simply want you to be seen. It wants you to be reborn, to step into a moment of celebration, where new light is already waiting for you ahead. My dear Aries, the moment you have waited for so long is finally drawing near. All those days you lived inside whispers, all those years you carried the weight of being misunderstood, overlooked, or misjudged, they are now gathering into one undeniable public moment. This is no longer rumor. This is no longer a faint echo hidden in the dark. This is truth seen with eyes, heard with ears, carved into the hearts of many. And most of all, this is the moment you are recognized for who you truly are, not in the narrow gaze of a few, but in the presence of a community, perhaps even the world. Picture yourself stepping into a space where light pours down like a radiant waterfall. People turn toward you. Their eyes no longer slide past as they once did, but stop in respect, in surprise, in awe before joining into waves of applause. And that sound is not for a mask, not for a version of you shaped to fit other people's expectations. It is for you, your true heart, your true spirit, your true self. Applause for everything you have lived, endured, and given, even when no one was watching. This is rebirth, like the phoenix rising from ashes, its wings blazing with fire, unafraid of the light, so are you. Everything that once held you back, everything that once cast shadow over you dissolves. All loss, all wounds, all the long silences, they have become the very material for your renewal. And as you stand in this public moment, you are not only reborn for yourself, you become a symbol, a flame of inspiration for those still waiting in their own shadows. I believe every soul has a moment like this. The moment you realize life does not only honor you for what you have been, but also calls upon you for what you are yet to become. For Aries, that moment is now. You are being seen not just to close an old chapter, but to open a new one, a chapter where your light is carried forward to guide others. And the lesson is clear: step forward without fear. You are not only acknowledged for the past, but entrusted with the future. That is the difference between an ending and a beginning. Pause for a breath here. Feel the movement in your body as you step into the light. Feel your heartbeat quicken like a drum, not from fear, but from anticipation. See the eyes around you, eyes that once looked away, now shining as if to say, "We see you, we truly see you." And when you let that truth settle in, you will know you were never invisible. You were simply waiting for the right moment to be seen in full. Aries, if these words are resonating through every cell of your being, speak them boldly. I am unstoppable. Write them down. Say them out loud. Let the universe hear your declaration. Because when you speak it, the energy does not just echo within you, it travels outward, touching frequencies you've never reached before. Let those words become your affirmation, that you cannot be held back, that you have entered your new chapter, and that your fire will continue to burn bright. Hold this image close, you standing in the center of light, no longer hiding behind the curtain, no longer waiting for someone else to grant permission. You have stepped out on your own, and the universe, recognizing your readiness, is already clearing the path. You are no longer just your own story. You are becoming someone else's proof, the living reminder that darkness cannot hide the light forever. This public moment is more than recognition. It is rebirth. It is the reminder that ashes can always become the ground for new fire. It is the confirmation that every pain, every sacrifice was never wasted. And above all, it is the opening of a new life where you are not only seen, but also needed, expected, and trusted. Aries, step into it with shoulders lifted, with your heart open wide and with the knowing that you were born to shine. Do not hold back. Do not shrink away. Let the world see you as you truly are. Thank you, my dear Aries, for allowing me to share this moment with you. May your path be filled with truth, with recognition, and with blessings. And may your heart always remain courageous, because the world needs your fire.